Genetically modified foods are everywhere. They're in pretty much everything we eat. In fact, if you get a package, bottle, or jar of a product, chances are it has genetically modified ingredients within it. See, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, we didn't really have to read the labels as much and worry about genetically modified ingredients. But today, GMO, or genetically modified organisms, are everywhere, in everything. I'm going to go over a few things here today, and what I'm going to talk about very quickly is how us in the US, us in Canada, and in the other Western countries, we're being force-fed the stuff that other countries are rejecting. Let me take a look at this, and let me show you that when you think of genetically modified food, you should think of garbage. That is exactly what this is. It is a poison to us. It is destroying us. If you want to know why there's so much cancer out there, one of the very biggest reasons, there are many, but one of the very biggest reasons is genetically modified food. And I can get into in other videos where it is and how to avoid it. But let's for now take a look at this. Countries around the world who are known to be poor, underdeveloped countries, are rejecting genetically modified seeds. They're smart enough, but we in the Western countries, the US and Canada and so on, are eating it up like it's a delicious Thanksgiving dinner. Let's take a look at this right now. China rejects shipments of genetically modified corn. So this is China with 1.35 billion people, many of them starving, and they're rejecting the genetically modified corn. They don't want it. They know what's going to happen. At the very end here, I'm going to show you exactly what that genetically modified corn has done. And look at this. I wanted to make a note of this. You're talking about a country that starved 60 million plus people in its own country, 60 million plus under the Mao dynasty. And they do not want the genetically modified corn. Why? Because they know as soon as that corn gets in there, the only thing they're going to be able to grow is that corn. That's how this works. It's a monopoly over the seeds, which is a monopoly over life. I have to go on very quickly here. Look at all these countries rejecting genetically modified ingredients. Last year, Zimbabwe and Tanzania, two African nations, they have ongoing famine, and they do not want the genetically modified seeds. They said no. Another one, just once again, Zimbabwe rejects the GM maize. Let me go on. Zambia rejects gene-altered U.S. corn. Shall I continue? What about this? Malawi, Mozambique, and Zimbabwe said that they wanted their seeds to be milled before distributing because they know you get that cross-contamination and they'll never be able to get it back. What about this one here? They're trying to get it banned in Ghana as well. They want that to be continued to be banned. And look at what this has done. Look at what this has done to these animals here. Sure, these are rats. These are not human beings. But if it's going to do this to a rat, I don't want it done to myself. I don't want it done to my family. I'm not willing to take a risk. I don't know about you, but I've had enough about all these genetically modified foods going into anything and everything. We don't want them. We do not want them. If you want a great book to read, read Jeffrey Smith's books about genetically modified ingredients, genetically modified organisms, and they will tell you everything you need to know. But for now, I'll just take a look at this picture, and that's enough information that I need to know, look, I don't want this in my body. The Africans don't want it in their body. The Chinese don't want it in their body. Why are we putting it in our bodies? Why do we have to have these foods that have these ingredients in it? We don't want it. We don't want it in our children's. We have enough cancer. So many people I know have cancer, who have died of cancer. How many people do you know that have died of it? How many more people do we have to see suffering? And then they go into the, have to talk with Big Pharma and get them to put their poison in their body. So it's one poison after another, and you're wondering, why can we not be healthy? Well, I'm willing to answer that question. I'm willing to look deeper into it. I don't know about you, but I'm willing. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. please head down below, take a look at my book, and flip through it on Amazon and see if you like it.